Hi there. Thank you for tuning in. For whatever reason, if you've seen something about me, maybe you're attracted to the name of this program, Overcoming an Obese Mindset. Whatever it is, something has piqued your interest and made you watch this video. And I thoroughly appreciate that, and I genuinely hope that this is something that can work for you as well, because it is working for me. So let's get the introductions out of the way. I'm not going to talk too much. My name's Jenny. I'm 41, very happily married. I'm an operations manager in finance, and I do have a little bit of a counselling background from many years ago, but I'll get into that in a moment. So let's talk about my weight and how I ended up in the situation that I find myself in currently. So to go way back, my weight problem started when I was about 10 years old, and as I say, I'm 41, so I don't remember a period in my life where I've not been either losing or gaining weight. I can't remember a period in my life where I maintained a weight. I think at my safest estimate, I can only imagine that I have lost and regained in excess of 30 stone, possibly more. But yeah, at minimum 30 stone in my lifetime so far, which is it's just horrible to actually say those words out loud, but that's the truth of the matter. I'm in no doubt that I have an eating disorder. I would say that I have binge eating disorder. I have looked into help for my weight. I've had personal counselling. I have had hypnotherapy and various other methods that I've tried, and nothing's worked for me so far. But as I say, I do have a bit of background, which is why I think I've been able to devise a programme that's working for me, and I believe can work for other people as well. So where do I start with this? Okay, so my weight loss journey then currently. So I hit my highest weight in December 2021, and at that point I was getting weighed because I was getting a gastric sleeve operation. Now, that has been the hugest, most positive experience for me. It has been amazing. And this program is aimed towards patients who have had gastric surgery, simply because I feel that there's nothing out there for us. What I would say is, if you haven't had gastric surgery or you're considering having it, but would like to give this a go, this will work for anybody who has struggled with obesity. And I can't stress that enough. However, at this moment in time, it is aimed towards gastric surgery patients. The language and the terminology that I will be using just surrounding surgery and things like that will be focused on people who have been through the surgery themselves. So where am I right now? Well, currently, so it's January 2023. I was a year post-op a few weeks ago. My current weight loss is 9 stone. I had to write it down. Hold on. 9 stone 8 pounds, which is 134 pounds. And currently I would like to lose another 50 pounds or another 3 stone 8 pounds. So I had a very high BMI to start with. I'm well on my way. It's going great, but that's not to say it hasn't been without some trouble along the way. So why did I devise this program? Well, I think a common misconception about gastric surgery is that it's the easy way out, that it works for everyone, that it's simple, the weight will just drop off you. Now, if you've had surgery, I don't need to tell you twice that that's not how it is. And for me, the first, I would say 7 months, so from January to July, I found it all a bit of a breeze. My motivation levels were very high. The weight was coming off very quickly with I say minimal effort. I have made some massive adjustments in how I eat, obviously, but also in cutting out some food groups that I just felt I didn't want to manage anymore. Again, that's very personal. That's not part of this program, but just to let you know. So I did make some major changes. However, it was my sister's wedding in August, and after that point, I plateaued for ages. Now, I also find myself around that time going back to some old behaviours, eating things that I hadn't been eating, eating more than I had before, because as we know, we get full to here very quickly, but that passes through and then we can go again. So hopefully this makes sense to you. So I was eating more often than I had been. Now, obviously the weight loss slowing down made me worry. Now, previously, that probably would have escalated for me, but I think about a 5-6 week period, I thought to myself, right, what is going on here? And that's how I got the idea for the program, okay? And I realised that I didn't have a goal anymore. So my goal was my sister's wedding, and then I plateaued, and I realised, okay, there's got to be a link here. All right. Now, what have I considered then when I'm writing this program? I've considered a lot of things, okay? So, massive disclaimer, okay? And this is so key for anybody following this. I am not a trained professional. Not by any stretch of the imagination. As I said, I don't want to touch on it too much. I have a bit of a counselling background. I have a fairly sound understanding of what activities can be used to help obese people. But what I'm giving you is 100% my perception on what I'm reading and how I've made it work for me. So please don't, if you hear me explaining a theory and explaining how I relate it to eating and how to use it going forward, please don't contact me and say that what I'm saying is wrong. I'm not claiming that it's textbook correct, but what I'm saying is I have an obese mindset. I've had an obese mindset my entire life, and the things that I have done have worked for me. And if you try this, I believe it'll work for you too. But what I'm saying should never, ever, ever be taken in place of seeing an appropriate professional if that's what you need to do. Okay, so these are self-help videos. They're very practical. That's what I've taken into consideration. I want these to be practical. I want them to be quick, because I don't want to sit for half an hour every week of my life doing this. Okay, these videos will all be under 10 minutes. The activities are all between 3 and 5 minutes, and if you don't have that time, there'll be a quick fire question as well that will help. Okay, so how does it work? Very quickly then, 3 things. Number 1, you're going to plot your goals. Number 2, you're going to plan your day. And by that I mean your eating, your water, your protein, your exercise. And you're going to make it non-negotiable. And number 3, you're going to commit to using my activities to challenge when you want to deviate from your plan. Okay? And that's the really key thing. This isn't about nutrition. You need to work out what you're doing for your own nutrition, okay? Really important that you get enough calories and you get enough nutrition, but that's up to you. This is about what goes on in your head. So when you want to deviate from your plan, you're going to do these activities. Now, the initial bit is 12 weeks. Just 12 weeks commitment. You'll watch 1 video a week and you'll commit to doing the activities. Does that sound good? Okay, well if so, go now. Week 1, it's plotting your goals and planning your day, and let's get started. Let's go on this journey together. There's no community out there that's aimed specifically at obese people and having an obese mindset, so let's create one. I couldn't be more excited. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.